Hey friends! We're just going to be doing a makeup tutorial today on the Good as Gold eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. If you did see my previous makeup haul with Colourpop, I had actually hauled this. um, and I actually had like 4 people maybe, ask for a tutorial, so here we are. So thank you to those 3 people. This video is for you. I was going to be doing a tutorial on this wee palette nonetheless anyway because it is beautiful. So this is the palette here, but it is beautiful. It is so up my alley. As you can see, it's definitely a nice smoky and sultry palette, and we have a mixture between mattes and shimmers. Whenever I was like playing around with the shimmer shades, there is so many different formulas in this palette, which I think is absolutely amazing. So obviously we have our mattes, they're a normal matte formula. But in terms of the shimmers, so these 2 shimmer shades here, they're just normal shimmers, whereas this wee shade here is actually their Super Shock formula, and then this shade here is kind of like a pressed glitter, and it is honestly so opaque. It is absolutely amazing. You could definitely feel whenever you're putting your finger in it, it's gritty, and you could definitely tell like it's just a really nice intense glitter really. And then this wee shimmer shade here and this shimmer shade are, I can't really explain it, but if I put these up close so you can kind of see like the texture of it, it's kind of a wee bit gritty, if you can see. So I don't really know if it's kind of like a pressed pigment or what it is. I actually did use quite a lot of the shades in the palette to obviously achieve this really nice grungy smoky spotlight eye. I'm absolutely obsessed with how it looks, and it is just overall an absolutely beautiful wee palette. But anyway guys, if you want to know how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep on watching. As per usual, I just went and prepped my lid with the P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I used the shade Rumor 01. I thought it was 02. Anyway, Rumor 01 clearly. I'm first off going to go into this shade here. It's just a nice really pale transition shade. Please do excuse my nails by the way. Especially at these fingers here, because I've actually used quite a few of these wee shimmer shades in the palette, and I do find that these wee shimmer shades are best applied with a finger. So I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush just to buff and blend this shade into the crease and upper crease and just right up to the brow bone. I'm also going to slightly try and wing it out the tiniest wee bit. So of course, looking at this eye here, you can't really see like the transition shade, but I just find that whenever I apply a transition shade, it just kind of starts me off and it puts me kind of like on the right track. I don't know, it's kind of like a base for me. It just kind of helps me find my way. Next up, I'm going to go into this shade here. So because we're doing a spotlight eye, I'm just going to be packing this dark brown shade just on the inner and the outer corner. Just firstly just on the lid, bringing it up to the crease. And I'm just patting that shade on first of all just to build up the intensity of the colour. And then I'm also going to create that winged out shape. So I'm using the tip of the brush, going into the palette using the tip, getting the product on the tip, and then using the tip. Jesus. I'm going to switch to a Morphe M562 brush, this wee one here, and I'm also going to go into, is this the shade we were using? Yeah, so I'm also going to go back into this shade here, and I'm going to start blending this out. And then I'm going to go into this wee brush here that we use for our transition shade, and I'm just going to go over everything to give it a wee light dust. And then I'm going to go into this shade here. It's a really nice dark brown, and I have noticed that it's got the tiniest wee bit of shimmer in it. Well, that's a lie, it's got glitter in it basically, and it doesn't actually show that much on the eyes. Well, it does a wee bit, like the tiniest bit, but I find that whenever you're actually blending it, it kind of just like poofs off out into the universe really. So it doesn't actually like stay on the lid or on the eye. I would say if you were actually going in with this shade and you were doing like a full brown smoky eye and you were maybe patting this shade over the lid, it would actually like stay a wee bit shimmery and glittery. You'd be able to see the glitter, which I think would be actually quite nice. but just in case you're kind of looking at this shade thinking, oh, I can't really put that on the outer and the inner corner because it's got a wee bit of glitter in it, you can, because once you actually start to blend it, it kind of just like buffs away. So just like that first shade, pop this just into the inner and the outer corner. Taking the Morphe brush again, I'm going to go back into this brown, and I'm also going to take this shade as well, and I'm actually going to mix them. Thank God for editing. That whole situation there, like, I'm going to take the Morphe brush in this shade and this shade. That took me like 6 times to actually say that. I don't know what is actually wrong with me today. I think I just should have just stayed in bed. You know the way you get those days and it's like, oh my God, why did I even wake up? I'm also in a wee bit of a bad mood as well, I'm just going to be honest. We all get days like that, don't we? I'm now just going to go back into like them two shades there to just kind of like try and build that shade up a wee bit before I go in with the black, and I'm now just going to like take this time to like really perfect that blend and stuff. Obviously build it up as much as you want, you know, kind of personalize it, but this is just what I'm going to do. Do you know, it's honestly really hard not letting people ruin your day. It's like, no, this is my day. I will ruin it myself. But sometimes it's hard. These shades blend together so beautifully, by the way. I'm now going to go into this black shade, and I'm going to put this black just right at the outer and inner corner, keeping it quite tight to like the lash line. Back into the Morphe brush. I'm not taking any product because I'm guessing there's like already some product on the brush, but I'm just going to blend this out. Perfect. I'm not going to take a wee bit of the Pillowy's eyeshadow base, like the tiniest wee bit, and I'm just going to pat that just up the centre of the lid. This was actually really difficult. I really hadn't a clue what shimmer shade to go for because there's honestly so many beautiful shimmer shades in this palette. So these two shades here are like pressed pigments, I want to say. They're a wee bit crumbly and like gritty or something. No, they're not gritty, that sounds bad. They're smooth and they're smooth to touch. They're not like your typical like shimmer shadow, but I'll swatch them for you anyway so you can kind of see. Like, oh goodness, like, can you see how chunky that is? But this wee shade here actually feels like they're Super Shock shadow textures, and it feels really nice and beautiful, and it looks gorgeous as well. And then this shade here is actually really different. I can't really explain it, but the only way I can really explain it is it kind of feels like a really hard pressed glitter. Like, it's definitely really gritty. I'm not too sure how it's coming off on camera, but in person it is really intense and completely opaque, but really glittery and shimmery. So of course then I'm going to go into this shade here first of all. And then just using my finger again just to move and blend the shadow. Just kind of where I want it. And also remember, because it is a spotlight eye, you don't want to just plunk something just in the centre of the lid, or it honestly just looks as if you've just plunked it there. You like to give a wee bit of a blend at the sides. And then now into like the wee pressed glitter. I honestly love how there's so many different formulas of shadow in this wee palette. It's honestly so versatile. I love it. I can assure you, like, please trust the process. This looks like shit. This looks so bad. I'm just gonna get started on my base makeup now because I am not feeling this eye makeup look. I don't know what it is. I don't know. For foundation, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Foundation. Oh, I hate myself today. And it's in the shade Light 55M. I either use a foundation that's like too dark for me or too light for me. Although I think this actually oxidizes quite a bit. See the Colourpop foundations and concealers and stuff, they oxidize like a mofo on me. Yeah, you can see around the corners, around the edges. I'm not sure if you can see or not, but it's oxidizing, so hopefully it should be okay. And then for concealer, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, this wee one here, in the shade 10NM. So guys, I've started vlogging again. For how long? I swear I do this all the time. All the time. I'm like, oh guys, I'm gonna start vlogging again, and then I upload like 3 vlogs and then that's it. This year I was actually intending on making a completely whole different channel dedicated to me and Kyle vlogging. The more and more I thought about it, I kind of put myself off the whole idea of it because I just didn't really know what to vlog. Like, I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't doing anything, me and Kyle weren't going anywhere or doing anything. So yeah, so over the past couple of weeks I've actually started back up vlogging again, because I've actually found that we're doing more things here and there, because like obviously the restrictions because of COVID are starting to like really ease over here, and yeah, we're just like doing more things and everything, and I'm actually really enjoying it for some reason. Like, I never really used to enjoy vlogging, it was always just kind of like a let's do this kind of thing, just get it over and done with, but I'm actually really enjoying it, so I'm going to try and keep it up as much as I can. Oh, oh, that brush smells so nice. What a freak. I washed my brushes last night and they smell so good. Oh my god. Ugh. So attractive. No wonder Kyle doesn't watch my videos. Well, shit. I look like a kneecap. What the freak. So I'm just doing a wee bit of baking now, and I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way powder. My brushes smell so good. I actually used my mum's shampoo to clean my brushes, but let's not tell her. It's okay, she doesn't watch my videos either. Does anybody actually watch my videos that knows me? Seriously? So I'm just going to be taking the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin Mist Me Spray. Look how much I've been using of this. Next up for highlight, I'm going to be taking MAC Soft and Gentle. I'm actually trying to get rid of this. I've had it for so long. Just to bronze up the skin, I'm going to be taking this wee MAC bronzer. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. Dark Deep? I'm actually going to do something really different for the lower lash line. Who the fuck am I kidding? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm actually just going to take this shade and just put that just along the lower lash line. I'm just going to run that just along the... Ow! Just along the eyeball. Ah. I'm going to bring that right over to the inner corner as well. Okay. It's actually kind of coming together. Also, don't forget to just join that wee outer corner up. Okay, I'm also going to take this shade here. This is just the shade that we actually did put in the lids anyway. I was going to take something different there, but let's not. I'm just going to put this just at my lower lash line, just directly like where I've put the shimmer on the lid. Like so. Ooh! And then I'm just going to take a wee flat brush. I might zoom in actually so you can see a wee bit more. And I'm just going to get the sides and kind of diffuse them a wee bit. Oh yeah. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Sky High. I was actually sent this in PR, I think it was last week or something. And I've actually been using it ever since. It's actually a really good wee mascara. Although I keep on going back to my e.l.f. mascara. This wee one here. This e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing mascara. It's only like £6, $6. It is so good. This I've been trying, and like this is the wee mascara that went viral over like TikTok and all that stuff. And it's actually really good. Maybelline mascaras are fantastic anyway, I'll give them that. But the wand is like really flexible, and that does my tits in. I can deal with it, I can work with it, but the wand's just a wee bit too flexible for my liking. But nonetheless, it's actually a really, really fantastic mascara, but I keep on going back to my wee trusty e.l.f. mascara. Still quite good. So I actually think I'm just going to keep my mascara to the outer corner because I don't want to cover any of the shimmeriness that we've done. I actually just went and got my Colourpop Grunger palette. I find these palettes very, very similar, guys. Very similar. So I'm actually going to use this, just using my finger. I'm just going to put this just up the center of the lid. Just for that extra bit of pop. I might take the tiniest wee bit, put that along the lower lash line too. Next up for lips, I feel like because they've gone so strong in the eyes, we're gonna do a nude. When do we not do a nude? Seriously. I'm gonna be taking the Colourpop and Barbie lip liner, just this wee one here. And then I have these two Maybelline lipsticks. So I have here Brazen Beige, which just looks like so. These are just really nice nude shades. Oh, it smells nice. And then I have a Baddest Beige. So I think I'm actually going to go for this one. I'm actually going to take the I Love Sarahi and Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade. I'm usually pretty good whenever it comes to Spanish, but I have no idea what that says. Nope. I'm going to go for a lip colour that I never use. I'm going to take the Burberry Liquid Lip Velvet in the shade Light Nude. Someone keeps texting me, seriously. What do you want? This is the completed look, and I'm honestly so happy with it. I didn't really think we were going to get here. Honestly, trust the process. I love this wee palette. I absolutely love it. I knew I was going to love it anyway because I did find some similarities between the Good as Gold palette and the Grunger palette from Colourpop. I just know, and if you watch my tutorials you would know that this is like my current favourite palette at the minute. I'm just absolutely obsessed with it, and it's a pain in the arse because it's constantly out of stock, but I find that if you're kind of wanting this palette and it's out of stock, you might as well just get this palette because it is so similar. Like there obviously is like there are differences, but they're still so similar as well. And obviously this is a slightly bigger palette and you end up getting like 3 other shades as well. So of course, thank you all so much for watching. I will have all the products listed and linked down below in the description box along with my Instagram, so don't forget to go and follow me on there. But again guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please be kind, look after yourselves and each other, and I shall see you in my next video.